Hello all. We are going through the course Basic Electrical Engineering, which is offered in both Bikaner Technical University and Rajasthan Technical University for all the branches of BTech first year. We are following unit number 1, which is DC circuits. We have already gone through electrical circuit elements like resistor, inductor and capacitor. We have seen voltage and current sources. Today we are going to see Kirchhoff voltage law, okay, which is also known as KVL. Before KVL, we have gone through Ohm's law. Okay, so if you have not seen this video on Ohm's law, so before going through this lecture, you must have to go through Ohm's law firstly. So, as per the Kirchhoff's voltage law, the summation of voltage rise and voltage drop around a closed loop equal to 0. Okay, symbolically, this can be represented as summation of voltage will be equal to 0 for a closed loop. Okay, in another way, we can write summation of voltage rise will be equal to summation of voltage drop for a closed loop. Okay, what is the meaning of this voltage rise and voltage drop? Actually, whenever we are moving, suppose we have a battery and we are going from negative plate to positive plate of this battery, so we'll say this is the rise of the voltage. Okay, and whenever we are going through positive measurement of a resistance voltage to the negative measurement of resistance voltage, we'll say this is the voltage drop. Okay, uh, but it is a little bit confusing concept. I will tell you a very simple method, and after following that you can write easily KVL equation for all the circuits. Okay, so in a simple way, what you have to remember that algebraic summation of voltage around closed loop is equal to 0, which has been shown by this mathematical equation. This Kirchhoff voltage law is given by Gustav Robert Kirchhoff, which is a which was a German physicist. Now we have seen that as per the KVL, algebraic summation of the voltage around closed loop is 0. So two important points you have to remember when you are writing KVL mathematical equation. The first thing is that when you have to write KVL equation, focus only to the voltage. Do not think about current. So whenever you are writing KVL now, forget about current. Just concentrate on the voltage around the across the element and write the KVL equation. And the second important point is you are free to mark V of measurement of voltage in any way. Any way means arbitrary, you have to put plus minus sign across any element of the circuit. Either you can put plus minus sign in this way or plus minus sign in this way. Okay, what will be the relation between these two? So V1 will be equal to minus of V2. This much will be the difference. Magnitude will come equal in both the cases, but sign will be just opposite. Okay, so you are free to mark way of measurement as per your own choice. Okay, like in this circuit, arbitrary measurement has been uh, written here. Like V1 has been written in this manner. We can write in opposite way, there will be no difference. Like here measurement has not been shown, so let me write the measurement over here, and I am writing this is V, and arbitrary I am writing. Even I can write this into opposite way, there will be no difference. Okay, and to apply the KVL, what you have to do, you have to start from one node and start moving in the circuit. Suppose I am running on this circuit. So if I'm going to this battery, which sign of the measurement is available. Firstly, it is negative. So when I will write KVL equation, so by applying KVL, I will write by applying KVL, what I can write? Minus of V. Why minus of V? Because firstly, I am able to see the negative sign of this measurement. So I will take negative sign in the account, and I will mark the variable which is equal to V. Then I will go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. If I'm reaching here, then I'm able to see positive sign. So I will write plus V1. Okay. Then again I'm running on the circuit. Here again this is a positive sign, so I will write plus V2. Again I'm running on the circuit. Okay. Here again positive sign, so plus V3. Again I am running the circuit. Okay, I reached to the node. So I have completed the whole loop. I have marked all the voltages, and this must be equal to 0 as per the KVL. Okay, so typically V will be equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Okay, and V equal to what? It is equal to E. So E will be typically equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Okay, if I move in a opposite direction, then also it is true. Then also I will get the same mathematical equation. Let's see how. Okay, let me choose some other color. So I am taking blue color, and in this blue color I'm going to write the mathematical equation. So this time I'm moving into anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so if I'm moving in anti-clockwise direction, which symbol I'm able to see firstly of this V3 voltage minus. So as per by applying KVL, what I can write? Minus V3. Then I will go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Which sign I'm able to see? Minus. So minus V2. Okay, again I will go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Here I have reached. Again I am able to see minus sign, so minus V1. Then again I will go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Here I am able to see plus, so plus V, and then again I will go ahead, go ahead. Okay, I have reached to the same node. So I completed a loop. This all these voltages should be equal to 0. Okay, so if I will manipulate this equation, so easily I can write V equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Okay, and this we know this is equal to E, so E equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3, which is exactly same what we got in a previous case. Okay, so it means whether you are moving in a clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction, you have to follow the same rule, like whatever first sign, and this is the convention, this is not the rule, this is the convention. Typically opposite is also true. Suppose somebody is saying, no, I will not see the first sign, I will write KVL equation by using the uh, 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 another sign, that means another end sign, then also we'll get the right mathematical equation. But it is easy to remember, and that's why I am saying we all are going to follow this rule, that whenever I am writing KVL equation, whatever first sign I will see, that sign I will write into KVL. Okay, like here minus sign we have included. Okay, now the same thing has been written at these places, and we know that both the equations are same. Fine. So two important concepts again we are revising. First one is DC source voltage measurement. How DC source voltage will be measured? That means if I am putting plus minus sign in an arbitrary way, how much will be the actual magnitude of that particular DC voltage? So if battery or DC voltage higher potential side is towards plus sign of measurement, then measured value will be positive, otherwise it will be negative. Let's understand this concept through these circuits. Like here we have 10-volt battery. The magnitude of this voltage is what? 10 volt. If it is measured in this manner, we are putting plus sign here and minus sign here. So we just have to see where this plus sign has been marked. If this plus sign has been marked towards positive plate of this battery, it means this voltage will be plus 10 volt. This measured voltage V1 will be equal to plus 10 volt. Okay, it will not be minus 10 volt, it will be plus 10 volt. In this case, it has been measured in opposite way. So this plus sign is towards the lower potential plate of this battery, and that's why this magnitude, this voltage V2 will be equal to minus 10 volt. Magnitude will same, magnitude will be 10, but this time minus sign will come. Okay, because we have measured the potential in a opposite way. Okay, so this will be minus 10 volts. So what I have seen, at what place this positive sign has been kept. If it is towards positive plate, if it is towards positive plate, plus sign will come. If it is towards negative plate, minus sign will come. Like this is the 100-volt battery, and two measurement has been done across it, V1 and V2. So easily I can say, in V1 this plus sign has been marked towards positive plate, and that's why V1 will be plus 100. In case of V2, this plus sign has been marked towards negative plate, and that's why V2 will be equal to minus 100 volt. Okay, after understanding this, let's see the second concept, sign of measured voltage using Ohm's law. We have already seen this concept into Ohm's law lecture. Again, we are revising the same. So, as per the Ohm's law, magnitude of voltage across resistor will be equal to current multiplied with resistance. Okay, the magnitude of voltage will be equal to IR. V will be equal to IR. This is the magnitude of the voltage. Okay, what will be the sign of this measured voltage? It depends on how current is entering to the measured polarity of the voltage. Okay, if current is entering to the plus sign, then measured value will be positive. For example, here this current is entering towards the plus sign, so measured voltage VR will be equal to plus IR into R. Magnitude is what? IR into R. We have to put plus sign over here. Why plus sign? Because this current is entering towards the positive sign of the measurement, and so this voltage will be plus IR. Okay. Here also, how much will be the V2? We know that as per the Ohm's law, magnitude will be I into R2. There will be no difference in the magnitude. Okay. What will be the sign? So we just have to see how current is entering. Current is entering to the negative sign of this measurement, and that's why we have to put minus sign over here. Okay. So if current is entering to the plus sign, positive voltage. If it is entering towards negative sign, so it is negative voltage. So V equal to minus I into R. I hope it is clear. Okay, now let's see this question. Here we have to prove Kirchhoff voltage law. Okay, so let me put a voltage measurement over here, and I am saying this is equal to VDC. Okay, any name I can give. And what I'm doing, I'm moving in a anti-clockwise direction. Okay, I will move in anti-clockwise direction, and then I will write the KVL equation. Forget about current. What I said, whenever you are writing the KVL equation, you do not have to think about current. Okay, so by applying KVL in the loop, what I can write, I am moving in a anti-clockwise direction. So firstly, I will reach to this element, and what sign I am going to see? Minus sign. So I will write minus V5. Again I will go ahead, and then again I will encounter with the minus sign. So minus V4. Again I will go ahead and I will see minus sign. So minus V3. Again I will go ahead and I will see plus sign, sorry, minus sign. So minus V2. Again I will go ahead and I will see uh, minus sign, so minus V1, and again I will go ahead and I will see minus sign, so minus VDC is equal to 0. Okay, so easily I can write that VDC is going to be equal to minus of V1 minus V2 minus V3 minus V4 minus V5. Okay, which I can write minus, I am taking common, so V1 plus V2 plus V3 plus V4 plus V5. This mathematical equation we got by the KVL. Okay, now let's see left hand side. What will be the value of this left hand side? So in left hand side we have VDC, and what will be the value of VDC? This plus sign is towards the negative plate of the battery. And what is the magnitude of this battery? 15 volt. So measured value will be minus 15 volt. Okay, so in left hand side we got the value minus 15 volt. Now let's see what is the value in right hand side. So all these are V1 plus V2 plus V3 plus V4 plus V5. Okay, so this is going to be minus. V1 is what? 2 volt. V2 3, V3 6, and V4 3. Okay, so this is going to be 3 plus 2, 5 plus, okay, I forget to write V5 also, so there will be 1 also at this place. So 2 plus 3, 5 plus 6, 11 plus 3, 14 plus 1, 15. So this is going to be minus 15. LHS is equal to RHS, and so KVL proved. Okay, now the same thing is given here also. Now solve this question. Again we have to verify the KVL. This time we have three DC voltages, E1, E2 and E3. I am measuring all the DC voltage. I am giving this name Vx. Here I am measuring in this way, and I am giving this is Vy. This is a Y, and this I am measuring in this way, and I am saying this is Vz. And I am moving from this node in clockwise way. Okay, so firstly with which sign I will say in this element? Minus, so minus Vx. Then I will go here, already here sign has been mentioned, so I do not have to mark plus minus sign. So here I am able to see plus, so plus V1. Then I will go ahead, I am able to see again plus, so plus Vy. Then I will proceed further and I will see plus sign, so plus V2. uh, Sorry, this plus sign I have given because again we have a plus sign over here, and this is the plus V3, and here also I am able to see plus sign, so plus Vz is equal to 0. Okay, so I can write Vx equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3 plus Vy plus Vz. Now let's see what is the value of left hand side. So left hand side we have Vx, and what will be the value of Vx? This positive sign is towards the positive plate of this battery, so this is going to be equal to 2 volt. What about right hand side? So in right hand side we have these voltages, so V1 plus V2 plus V3 plus Vy and plus Vz. Okay, so what is the value of V1? So V1 equal to 4 volt, already measurement is given, and this is the plus 4 volt, so plus 4 volt I am writing over here. This plus sign uh, is from KVL equation, so we do not have to change it. So this plus sign I am going to put over here. What is the value of V2? So V2 voltage is already given, and it equal to plus 3.5. So this is plus 3.5. Okay, again we have to mark plus. This is the plus from KVL, and now we have to write V3. Okay, so how much is the V3? 1.5 plus 1.5. So again I will write plus 1.5. Okay, plus sign again from the KVL. What is the value of Vy? So see, this plus measurement plus sign is towards negative plate of the battery, so the measured value will be minus 4 volt. Okay, so this is going to be minus 4 plus, this is from KVL, so we have to keep it in the same format. Vz is what? This plus sign is towards negative plate of the battery, and so this is going to be minus 3 volt. So this is minus 3. So solve it. So we got 4 plus 3.5 plus 1.5 minus 4 minus 3. This 4 will be cancelled out. This is going to be equal to 5 minus 3, which is equal to 2 volt. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. We have proved the KVL. Okay. Uh, Same thing has been written at this place. We may write in this way also. We'll stop over here in this lecture, and in the next lecture we shall go through resistors in series. Okay, what will be the equivalent resistance value if resistors are connected in series manner? Thank you.